thinking is an interpretation that we overlay onto our experience that profoundly affects the way we experience. So, replace your current thoughts with a thought that more accurately, not completely accurately, because no thoughts completely accurately reflect reality, but replace your thoughts with a thought that more accurately reflects the nature of reality. Namely, that what you see is not a multiplicity and diversity of objects and selves made out of matter, but is one infinite, indivisible whole, made out of, ultimately it's not nameable, but made out of being, or joy, or love. Just replace your old thoughts with that thought. See the universe through the filter of that understanding. And just as previously the universe conformed to your belief about it, you thought that it was a multiplicity and diversity of objects and selves made out of matter, and that's the way the universe behaved. Not because that's the way the universe is, but it's because that's the way that you saw it. The universe conformed to your belief about it. So now change your belief about the universe. See it through a new filter. Nobody imposes our thoughts on us. We don't have to believe what our culture told us about the universe. I mean, look at our culture. Is it so smart? Is it so intelligent? Look at the way our cultures, our societies, our nations behave towards one another. Is that a sign of intelligence? No, obviously not. So just stop believing what your culture told you about the nature of reality. Adopt a series of thoughts that is in line with the understanding that the great sages and mystics have been telling us for thousands of years about the nature of reality. Just start thinking like that and see how the universe responds when we think of it in a way that is consistent with its reality. The question is about thinking. Change your thoughts. Change the script. Change the subtitles on the movie. You can have it in French or English, or you can have to change the subtitles. They're superimposed on the movie, and as you rightly say, they condition the way we experience the movie. Just change your thoughts. Instead of believing the thoughts that we've all been conditioned to believe. The world consists of a multiplicity and diversity of objects and selves, all made out of matter, all separate from one another, and that we are one such limited object, inherently lacking, inherently in conflict. Instead of thinking like that and behaving in a way that is consistent with that series of beliefs, just think one simple thought. The unity of being. Reality is one infinite, indivisible whole. It appears to be many. Reality, it is one. There's just one thing happening all the time. It appears from our limited perspectives to be many. So just think, feel that one reality behind the multiplicity and diversity of appearances. Let that be your primary understanding, your primary thought, the primary thought that informs all other thoughts. Don't let the old habit of thinking prevent you from seeing, feeling the unity of being behind the apparent multiplicity and diversity of people and things. It's just one thought. So it's just one thought to change. But make that your primary thought, your primary understanding. Don't be seduced by sense perception. Sense perception used to tell us the earth was flat. Sense perception used to tell us the sun went round the earth. It's been wrong before. Do you think it's right now? Do you think it gives us an accurate read of reality now? Of course not. It distorts reality. It filters reality. Don't let perception govern your thoughts. The world appears to be many, and multiplicity and diversity, that's what perception presents to us, and we think in a way that is consistent with that perception. Don't let perception govern the way you think. Let understanding, let love and understanding govern the way you think. Think there is one infinite and indivisible reality, and everything is only that. Make that your primary thought. Make that the thought through which you filter your experience.